Final of the
Sayama
PRT
Crackle.
birthday bash. We are firing officially here. Estoy listo, Crackle.
See.
Okay, see. We're watching the Fleas stream, so you're getting the Spanish subtitles. Okay, we're in Europe Advance. A lot of people familiar with this. The purple player first in turn order. Purple player's getting hosed like usual. No surprise there. In it,
I'm very excited to see these settings because obviously you see Europe Advance so often on the meta settings, um, and to see them play not only with fixed cards but the 70% win condition is with these players especially is going to be something to watch.
yeah, how do you think they play it? Do you think they play it? Everybody takes maximum number of bonuses here.
Well, I mean, you have to look at the board and the spawns, and I mean, obviously, Feliz being first in a fixed World Dom or 70 game, it's gonna. I think it's actually a benefit to him. He's putting in a claim on two bonuses already.
Yeah,
Riedel's laughing at it,
strong aggressive play there early from Feliz.
and I think you need to do that. And if they break, they might only break for like a turn or two, and then you take it.
Okay, and so we see also the early play here from Trunk is looking like he wants the Russia grab.
Yeah, it looks to me like that's his only play. I think he's afraid that who's red? Is that Pete?
Yes.
Yes, that's Pete. So I think he's afraid Pete would challenge him on uh, Iceland because he could have maybe tried to take that, but it would have been a tough roll against the two. Pete's other two's right there. I think that's a clear noob corner grab for Pete here.
Pete going noob corner.
I think he tries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
So Riedel's taking Germany.
Riedel would
Makes sense.
like his home country of Germany there.
See Mazaland.
As the only German in the lobby, probably deserves to get to keep his home country there. All right, here goes Jax. Jax sitting fourth in turn order. Again, it is fixed cards, so turn order not quite as critical um, in those terms.
Only, yeah, only really critical in trying to get these bonuses early because there are obviously some easier bonuses to grab, and he's not really lined up on any of the easy Western European bonuses. He's kind of on the outskirts of all around the board.
Yeah.
So he's going to go for
Scandinavia.
Scandinavia. It's going to be a tough grab, though. You could see him wanting to add to the Orient as well,
That's a long term
possibly
bonus play,
upgrade.
maybe.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's going to just make sure he gets a bonus first
Eight.
turn.
Oh, he doesn't hit the two first.
Odd play. I thought he would pick. Yeah,
Eight
I
on
thought he'd
two
go the
and
other way.
split. Who you got, Zareki? Who you got in this one? Okay, so
Think
he
people are
sets
going to
up
be
to
so.
let Pete out.
Yep. Okay, that's what his play was.
He's thinking he's got a longer game to play here, so he doesn't need the
Yeah,
bonus
he's going to
necessarily first
preserve.
turn.
Yep, preserve troops.
Pete does not add to the two to move out, though.
He might roll it
He
down.
might roll it out for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolls for him. Because they're going to have to be buddies over there, so might as well set up some good neighbor vibes early.
Yes, European neighbors never go to war.
Yeah, as I understand it. Zereki's got Jax or Pete as the favorite here. Yeah, I think Pete is on mobile. I think he did say something about he was going to be on mobile.
So both Pete and Trunk had let it be known that they are out of the house. They are on mobile, which they don't
Gotcha.
usually play. Although
Yeah.
Trunk does play sometimes on mobile.
Yeah. Be interesting when they're making their 70 runs.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Feliz can grab that other bonus second turn, I gotta say, I might have to have him as the favorite early on here.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to get challenged there, and he and Riedel maybe can work together through the center of the board.
Yeah, and Feliz is an aggressive player, and if he's getting +8, if they let him keep that +8, then he's going to certainly be the favorite to
Horse
win here.
looking for Eastern Europe, but it'll be turn 2 for Eastern Europe. Even then,
Yeah,
it's
no
going to be
reason.
tough. He's got a 2 down there of Jacks in the Crimea. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, no real reason or anything he can do to get those guys to burn their twos unless
Yeah.
they want to be really nice.
But it is a +8 if he gets it, so it's okay if it takes him 2 turns, probably. Already
Now,
sitting
the
on a
one reason,
+4 for Feliz.
yeah, the one thing you might want to do, if you're Pete or Jax here, like normally I wouldn't burn my two for someone who's not doing something for me,
Mm-hmm.
but they might want to let Horace get that bonus to keep Feliz at bay a little bit
Mm-hmm. Since he's going to be right next to him also.
because he's in a strong position and Horace is lined up to break him possibly. I don't know that he
Flea's
would though
sitting on
if he
+8
bonus
after
this.
turn 2. Trunk may be in the worst position on the board. What do we think?
Yeah, I mean,
Ugh,
maybe
and
he
he
should have
gets a
lined
bad
up
roll to
for
go with it.
possibly taking France instead of Russia. Or maybe he didn't realize that everyone was going to leave France.
Yeah, it kind of opened up. It looks like Riedel is looking at France and Germany, and Feliz is going to allow him to take that as long as he lets him have the Alps and the Balkans.
Yeah, I don't think Lee stops him. I don't think Pete stops him either. I mean, Pete's going to have two bonuses, not as strong, but
Yeah.
the other three will certainly be a lot weaker.
Yeah, those 3 players will be in dominant positions on the map after that. Okay, so there's the Germany take for Riedel. That's a +5. He'll wait a turn and finish off the France bonus. Nobody really making a play for the Spain bonus yet. It's another one
No,
Trunk
and
maybe could have gone for.
I think if Trump could get a 10 trade on three, I think would be his saving grace here.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. He's got to roll two still to get Russia, which is not going to be easy.
This will be the +3 secured here. Muchas gracias. I love the Spanish titles. Maybe I need to change the language of my game. It seems way more positive. Okay, Scandinavia is the +3 there for Jax on turn 2.
And he
Pete,
does set up in the Orient as well, we
yeah,
thought.
to work next. Pete's got the +3 turn 1. He'll add on Iceland for the full noob corner effect here with the
And look at
+2.
that. He burns the two for Horse Boy.
Wow. This guy plays
Horse
some good
Boy,
noober risk.
pre-game telling Pete how much of an inspiration he was to
Oh,
be playing
true,
Risk.
true. Do you think that's an underlying factor here?
I mean, yeah, you never know.
Horseboy did tell Pete before that he had inspired him to get into competitive risk um, as a front to get some help here in the final, clearly. All with bad intentions. Okay, so it is going to be a 100% roll, it looks like here. Horseboy will get the +8 turn 2. That's a pretty good spot there for Horseboy to be in. And not a bad roll. So
He's,
Trunk the odd man out here.
yeah, I almost wonder. Riedel is one to not let someone being weak get away from the board.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's one to start a chain of events to get that person out of the
Yeah,
game if they're
yeah.
already weak. He's not afraid to do that. We know that.
You think he may
And he's
start the
right after
teaming
Trump.
here on Trunk?
It it's not a bad idea. Obviously, you don't want to open up the board too much, as everyone's very strong. I'm not sure what the 70% is if you have that territory info.
Oh yeah, the actual count. You need 59 territories, all
59.
but 25.
Yeah, so obviously it's going to be a while till somebody can run the 70.
Mm-hmm. Now, Riedel also known in his 70 games for making very early runs.
Yeah, true, but with 22 troops,
It's going to
um,
be a while.
it's going to be a little bit, yeah.
Now, he's going to start getting France and Germany bonuses. That'll crank up pretty fast. Ooh,
It
we see
will,
some
but
more
keep in
good
mind
neighbor
these are
there.
these are some large bonuses, so they will require a lot of troops to just.
Yeah, just to
It'll
get
look
through
like
them.
he has more troops than he has available to run with.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like it's opening up for Pete to take Italy. Trunk unable to pivot into Spain because Feliz adds a 5 in there. Maybe Trunk with a trade on 3, a 10 trade on 3 gives him some hope.
I think that. I mean, it all depends on how they play it after this. So
Yeah.
he's gonna take Russia. I don't think he has any other play really.
He's got to roll a 5 on
He's got it.
2 into a 1 into a 1. So even with perfect dice, he's basically living with an unguarded Russian empire.
Well, he got 4 troops, so he's got a
Oh,
100%
true,
roll in the
true.
two.
He has 4, that's right.
He has exactly 12 territories right now.
I wonder what he's thinking about here.
Not sure what's going on. Hopefully, didn't disconnect or anything.
Let's hope not. Haven't seen anything in the Discord chat. Oh no. It's starting to seem more and more like that though. Okay, so that's something.
Hmm. That would be a shame if he
Yeah,
disconnected.
that makes this game way crazier. Riedel does finish off Spain. Riedel now generating +9 a turn, +8 for Feliz. Not counting their territory count.
Trunk is traveling today,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
perhaps he disconnected. Maybe he reconnects. He
Yeah.
hasn't given any indication.
Maybe
He's
it's
not
the old
responding in Discord.
disconnect so they don't hit you and team on you. Next
Well, I
level
can't think
risk
of a better
play here.
time to team on him. He can't retaliate.
Yeah, so it is the Orient play here for Jax. As he's looking as his second bonus. It's a +6 down there. But he's going to be far after Feliz and Riedel getting theirs. Those are some good rolls. Nowhere for that blue 3 to go of horses, though.
Oh, we have a reaction.
From Trunk? Oh, okay. He
Yeah.
lives. That's kind of tough because he missed a card there that might end up being crucial for him.
Yeah. Yeah. That
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 might be
could
the
have
worst part of that.
been the
Okay,
one thing
Pete
that
takes
could
a
save him.
+4 in pure greed mode. Now for Pete with 3 bonuses, getting +9. And he rolls out for Feliz.
Interesting.
Feliz, Riedel, and Pete kind of recognizing each other as the 3 big dogs on the map and working together here.
Yeah, although I will say, within one turn, Jax will be getting a lot of troops if he
Yeah,
holds the Orient.
yeah.
So
He can catch up quickly.
a horse boy kind of pivoting it into the second bonus here, but not really because he's not really going to be able to clear out Spain. I think he's stuck with his what is that, a +5 in Eastern Europe?
No, that's a big one. That's a +8 Eastern Europe.
Oh, it's plus. Okay, sorry.
So he's equal with Feliz as of now. One behind
Okay,
Riedel
Pete
and
had a
Pete.
+9 and Rito had a +9.
Looks like they're designating Spain as maybe a trading zone.
Now, what is the Orient? What is that?
The Orient will get you 6.
Okay, so he'll be getting a +9.
He'll be at 9. He'll be equal with Pete and Riedel. But Fleas looks to be thinking he's getting North Africa here and going up to a +11.
Huh.
Then we get to see the all-important Trunk move coming up next. Oh, Trunk's able to interact there with Fleas. Fleas tells him to get his 3 out of his way because he's trying to get out of Spain, it looks like.
So I know these guys all, everyone here in this community played each other a lot and they want to see everyone do well, but I think you got to just get Trunk out of this game.
You think so?
You cannot let him back in.
Yeah, and probably need to do it in a balanced manner. You don't want to be the one that wastes. Oh, he loses the 2-on-1 insult to injury. He's got another 2-on-1. Surely he gets the other 2-on-1. So you think they should definitely break here? Is what you're saying?
100%. He should not be allowed to keep that.
Yeah.
And it starts here with Riedel. Well, Riedel can't really do anything, but he could eliminate an exterior piece.
He could take the 3 out of Spain.
There's no he's going to do that, though.
Does not look like he'll do that. Trunk throws up the angel dice. He's on 19 troops. If he's got a 10 trade and he gets to hold that, he's in somewhat back in the game.
If he holds Russia and has a 10 trade, he's right back in it. That's what I mean. You kind of have to deal with him now. This is the time.
Who do you think's most likely to break him here?
Horace Boy and Jax have the best opportunity, right?
Yeah, just bordering.
Now, Feliz and Pete could push it along by taking out exteriors. Jack's looking to take a bonus still. He's a little behind everyone, although he does trade, so he's
Trunk's
going to
throw up so many fist bumps here.
Mm-hmm. I think you break him.
Now they are allies, Crackle. Are you forgetting they're allies?
I've had plenty of allies attack me in the game of Risk.
You can't overestimate the power of that alliance. Oh, Pete also wants North Africa here or West Africa here. That would be epic. Now he just wants that portal position, but nobody breaking Trunk yet. Horse Boy's the big question mark.
So the portal position there prevents. Who does it prevent from getting a position on the left to be able to take cards? I guess Jax if they hit that 1.
Yeah, if he takes out the Jax 1, it really locks him.
Yeah, I think if you're Horus or Riedel, why not take out that 1? Because, well, I guess not Riedel. If you're Horus, why not? Because he's the only one that Jax can't hit for a card.
I don't think he doesn't break. Trunk's gonna keep.
Not a big fan of that play. I also don't like Horus letting Jax possibly add to West Africa.
Yeah, Horse could have cleared him out of that spot.
Yeah, if I'm Horus, I absolutely
and Jax wouldn't really have a great way to respond. I guess he could break him. No, it'd be tough. He'd have to go through the portal. Yeah. All right, Trunk does hold Russia against Crackle's better judgment.
Yeah, he's now only 12 behind Pete.
He hasn't traded yet, so he holds on to his 3 cards.
He will be a card behind, obviously, but
yeah,
he's right back in the game. Russia is a big bonus.
He could lose that Spain position very shortly.
Yeah, if you're Riedel, if you're Feliz or Pete, you could obviously hit Trunk's positions. Whoever hits the 4, it's pretty obvious intent of what you're trying to do there.
Yeah. The 1s are a little sneakier, you can knock out.
Whereas, hitting the white 1, it's kind of you could accuse him of saying, you could say, well, you did that on purpose to keep me from over there, but it's a 1. You can't really get that mad at.
Yeah. Now do they try to block Pete's 11 into that portal a little bit? 14 here for Jax.
Okay, and I think most of that's going on the one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
11 on the one. So you think
A
just
lot
missed
of
opportunity by a lot of people there.
missed opportunity for keeping Jax. I mean, look, Feliz and excuse me, Pete and Riedel. I get not hitting it, I
Yeah,
guess,
because they're all
because then
connected.
he. But Horse Boy is not connected to Jax at all. Jax has no way to get into his bonus other than breaking someone quite a bit to get there.
Yeah.
I think it's a mistake for Horse Boy to not Jax out of the left side of the board, and I think they've already made a mistake by letting Trunk get back in this game.
Yeah. They may regret that if those two get back in this thing. Quarantine thought Riedel should have fed him to Jax or Horus there. Riedel should have fed Trunk, I think is what he's saying.
Yeah, Rito could have kicked off the last round
Taking
here
out the left
for
side
Trump
of
to
Trunk,
have bonus.
basically.
Could have took the left side out, and Horse and Jax could have easily double teamed on the right, and
Yep.
we'd have one less player in this game.
A little easier to hit a 70 with one less player.
And again, I don't think there are 70% games where you don't want to give someone a bunch of territory. Like so,
Mm-hmm.
you kill Trunk here, and you get 12 territories out of it. You're still not close to the 70 run, and you don't have a big enough stack to make the 70 run from here.
Yeah, you're spread out also.
You need essentially 60 territories. People have 15, they get 12 more. They still need 30 plus territories. It ain't gonna happen.
Zerky thinks someone should have definitely killed Trunk, and Hudson says, I do think this game will take a while now with stable portals. We'll likely have to end with teaming unless everyone goes for aggressive 70 stacks instead of defense. And I think at some point we'll see that. You'll see aggressive stacks with this crew of people. Um, they'll start moving off their guards into big stacks. You can see how fast those troop counts are going up. Felice sitting at 85 troops and would only have to take out 25 Trunk troops. But getting to the one's a little tricky there in Spain now. But it's for 4 cards now.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a rare situation where a kill might be worth it
there's
this late in a fixed game.
I don't see how he gets that one in
Yep.
Spain while also getting all 25 of the troops on the right. I mean, he could break Trunk here and hope he doesn't have a big trade to send back into him and keep Trunk weak
How would he
because
break
Trunk
him?
gets
Going
this
through
Russian.
somebody else?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to go through
The
someone else, but
Horus
I mean,
one.
very, very cautious play. We saw
Mm-hmm.
aggressive bonus taking, but not aggression as far as
Going after
eliminating Trunk.
players. Yeah. Going after Trunk and potentially putting Horse Boy in a tough spot. Or
Yeah,
Jax. It was
Horseboy
Jax.
and
Putting
Jax.
Jax
Yeah.
in a tough spot.
I think if this is World maybe they played a little different.
A little more aggressive early.
Um, yeah, maybe the 70% they're saying not worth making an enemy because I can make the
I can
70
still
run
get it
later.
even if all 6 are alive.
Certainly could be going through their minds. I don't know. I think if you have the chance, you take it.
Whose
And they
position
did
do you
not.
like best on this stable board?
Well, I mean, I I like that Pete has a central position, as does Feliz. Um, I mean, there's so many ones. Question is, you gotta find the path where you don't
Oh,
run
we
into a
see our
stack.
first break of the game. Riedel breaks Feliz.
I
The
don't
two that
mind
have
that
been
break
good
at
neighbors
all.
since the start of the game. Riedel just feeling like Feliz is getting too many troops. And Feliz gives him a down thumb.
I mean, it's a plus 11 versus a plus 9 for
Mm-hmm.
them. Oh,
Oh, Jax also breaks him. Are we seeing some alliance work in the background here?
I think this is a one-turn thing. If it was just Rito, I'd say, okay, he plus 11 is off the board. They don't want you to get that. Because Jax did it, to me, that just says, hey, this guy's getting a little too strong. We just got to take him down for a turn. Possibly let him get the plus 11. I don't know if they'll let him do all that, but he'll retake his bonus and have the plus 8 again. It's just a turn break, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Zerky's saying it's understandable, and Quarantine thinks they're making Feliza's lines better by doing that.
I mean, I guess if you're going to bring the 15 up, make it
Quarantine saying
run.
he wouldn't retake Greece, he would keep that path open. That way you could stack maybe on that portal there where the
Say,
15 is.
I mean, if the 15 wasn't on a portal, I'd say maybe. But I think he's got to get that plus 8 to keep up the board.
Yeah, because they're getting so much. Okay, so he does retake. And he tells Jax, if you break me again, I'm hitting this. I think it's, if I'm translating properly from Spanish here. What's up, Mongoose?
Yeah, Quarantine, I hear what you're saying, but if he doesn't retake, does he not fall behind? Or do you think he just takes Northern Africa and sits with a plus 7? Oh, Mongoose, I saw you were in Mallory's group. How did that go?
Trunk just staying alive here.
Week one. Wonder who that is. All right, does Rito let him hold 3 bonuses?
For this turn, it looks like he will. Plus 14 for Jax.
Well, you can see Rito's now, even with troops, with Feliz.
Sup,
He and
not
Jack's
young
just
me.
behind them.
You think someone just gets on edge and starts making a run at some point? Just a reminder, it is
I'm interested to
59
see.
territories for the 70, all but 25.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if anyone can get like a nice 40 or 50 stack going. Horse Boy has a nice 31 he's working on. And it's just going to be a matter of finding the line. He's also got a 14 that I don't love the position of. Can't really do anything with that.
Yeah.
I think if I'm Horse Boy, I understand. Like, so that 14 isn't doing anything. You're preventing someone from not getting one territory
Yeah, it's not
with
really
that
guarding
14
much of the
because
map.
you can go right around it, and it can't go anywhere but into a 10.
Yep.
So to me, that should be sitting on the portal with his 31.
Just make it a giant stack up there.
Yeah, 100%. Because I mean, the way that they're playing this game, I don't think they're not going to break them,
Yeah.
especially when there's a 50 stack right there.
Yeah, we're in fixed 70. Europe Advanced. Ever heard of it? Playing with 6 of the best players in the world here. And they all have been extremely, extremely friendly. We've seen two breaks so far. We saw Trunk on his last leg, and they wouldn't put him out of his misery. We also saw Jax with just a single one in West Africa, separated from his 2 bonuses, and they did not take it out, leaving him that exterior. So uber friendly. Will they pay for it?
Yeah, I thought it would have been fun to see Horseboy take out Jazz's exterior, just to see what the reaction was.
Yeah.
Because
And
he
if
has
Pete
to
would
do
have
something.
doubled down and sat on that portal after that happened, would have been really interesting too.
Yeah, he has to do something. If Horseboy takes out the exterior, and I'd be interested to know what he does. Does he hit someone, break someone to get a card? Does he go through someone's portal to get over to the left? Um, but
Someone gonna need
again, as you said,
like 300 troops to run this. What do you think?
no. Let's see. Go. I mean, I, I think I think if Horseboy repositioned his 20,
Okay, onto the portal.
I mean, he could honestly he could hit the portal up in Iceland and
Hmm.
just run straight down, go into Germany, send some troops up through Scandinavia, and then down through Spain. And I mean, there's a lot to hit.
Yeah, you've kind of got this wall built through the east side of Germany, North Italy, that makes left to right a little bit tough. So if you can be on both sides of that, there's definitely a lot of territories with ones, twos, and threes on them on the map.
Yeah.
I have not tuned in for Rings of Power. Sorry, I can't comment. You think exteriors might get removed here, Mongoose? I mean, the 2 big exteriors that you would remove, I guess Trunk would be one, because he doesn't have a portal. And then Jackson Horace would be the next 2 potential ones, because they're not bordering that trading zone. Based off the way these guys have played, it doesn't seem like that's the direction this game's going to go. Yeah. Yeah, potentially. And I think we would see that in a lot of games where you start doing that and forcing the bonus breaking.
Well, we saw Pete add to Southern England.
You
That's
think that
definitely going to
means
put.
something?
I think it means that it's going to be a lot harder to run 70 now. That's what I think it
Because you
means.
can't come down through it.
I mean,
It
one of the
also gives
routes
him
is
some
that
really
horse.
good access to France, Germany, and Spain with that stack.
It does. It does. It allows him to take his 34 in a different direction. Um, I
Mm-hmm.
was kind of lining up the route of, okay, what if Horseboy hits Italy, portal, leaves enough troops to clean up a couple territories, then goes north to the portal there, down through England, then cleans up Germany, France, Scandinavia, Spain, and he has troops in Western Africa as well. He can clean up some of Northern Africa with as well. He would still need a lot. I think he would still be about 15 territories short, even after cleaning up everything he could have there. So he will have to probably break into Russia as well.
Yeah, the Russia's tough because you've got the 22 on the portal down here in the Orient. So much
Yeah,
easier. Fleas and Riedel really have the only realistic access up there.
I really think. I mean, again, this is me just looking at it from Horseboy's point of view. I think he needs to have like a 100 stack at this point on his portal to be able to do everything he
Just
needs
put
to do.
everything on that portal. And then you might have to hit
Yeah.
the Orient 22.
Well, no. So what he could do is when he would have to hit the Russia, the two, clean up stuff over there, come down, hit
Oh,
the
okay.
portal in southern Italy, leave enough to clean up Italy, but then also go through Felice's bonuses over into the Orient, and then also come up north to England, and then come down through there. But that 17 makes it a lot harder.
So split multiple
And that was
ways
a
from
one.
that
It was a lot
position.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all from one position. So he also has two other positions he can work with. So
Well, the easier way to get into England's through the 4 portal and clean up the backside there,
yeah,
right?
and now he also has the 13 in Spain he could bring north
Yep,
to clean
and
up
helping
France and
France.
Germany and Scandinavia and whatnot.
Hudson says there does seem to be a more aggressive stance of troops by all people but Felice. This will get ran when the troop counts are high enough. Mongoose agrees. And then Zerke's got either Riedel or Jax making the first run. And I agree, Riedel and Jax are definitely the two most aggressive in this group in 70 runs. I would agree with that for sure, just from what we've seen.
Yeah,
Horseboy made a great 70 run yesterday. I think
yeah,
you
I
were
would
there,
say
Crackle.
if there was 40, yeah,
Oh, okay.
that was a very good 70 run. Um,
You were stuck in. You were playing no loss, no win at the time, so you may not have seen
yeah, and I got no win, so it worked just like I planned it.
it.
Yeah, Trunk at this point is playing for a cleanup role.
Yeah, he needs Felice to fail a run, and
I
even then,
almost
it's going to be
wonder,
tricky. Yeah,
should Trunk just big stack it somewhere and
just
open up Russia for a run and just hopefully he's the one that fails it.
yeah. Jax talked about that a little bit yesterday, using that strategy in 70%, just trying to
Well,
bait
I
him
don't
into
love
it.
it. Yeah, I don't love it if you're in a really good position,
Right,
but in
when's
Trunk
your only
position,
hope?
it's your only hope.
Yeah,
It's your only hope.
yeah. And Horse is still not making a big enough stack there for you, huh? Just a 40. Ooh. Oh, I thought he was going to roll the trunk 4. That would have been interesting. Flea's 10 is still just kind of stuck there. But maybe he thinks he's blocking a run.
Well, that 10 would be it could go up through Horse's ones and then into Russia. But he's also got the 27 there that could do the same.
Right. They're kind of on the same path.
I think he needs to. I mean, he could move it down south to add to the 9 in northern Africa to maybe clean up, go through the Orient. Because Jax can't guard both of those entry territories there, whereas you see he has the 20 up at the top of the Orient.
Riedel says, Lo siento, pero si necesito ataque. I don't know the rest of it, but that was most of it in Spanish. So Riedel wants to attack Felice somewhere. I think he's saying you've had your 11 for enough turns. It's time to get broken again.
I mean, he's taken off troop wise. He's got a 20 troop lead over Pete. If
Felice
they don't slow
Felice
him
says
down, he's got to
no.
be the favorite.
Felice hits his 3 and then guards, saying,
I mean,
"You will not attack my territory."
he's got to be the favorite right now if no one breaks him, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
and
he's
Jax
got the
could
best
break from the
access
other
to the
side.
Orient.
Yeah, he's got the best
If
access to the
Jax,
board,
yeah,
no question.
you can see he's not adding to the 9 in North Africa, and I think the reason for that is he does not want Jax to add it. He has just enough there. He adds a few troops to clean up all those ones in there.
Mm-hmm. He's kind of playing sneaky there, not drawing his attention to it. Is Riedel going
Yeah.
17 on 10? Because that would be epic. 19 on 10? No, he doesn't.
No. Yeah, I mean, he's only got 12 less troops than these at this point, so I don't think he would risk that.
Zerke calling Felice out as passive. And then Not Young Me saying Felice was the favorite for the whole time in this tournament. So, seems to be a disagreement there.
I appreciate not Young me sticking up for his players.
Yeah. Riedel tells Jax buena suerte, which is good luck. Thinking maybe he's making the run here? Yeah.
He's doing it.
Riedel saw it. Okay, we're at 26%, 28, 29, 30, 33. Okay, cleaning up North Africa. Loses badly on that roll. Riedel laughing. We're at 41% here.
Gets great roll to
He's got a
2.
30 stack left to come through the bottom here, but he's got to hit a big. Hits the 10. 52,
Ah,
53. He loses an 11. That can't be good.
I mean, he's got a nice stack here.
61, 63,
He gets
64,
it. He's gonna
65,
get this.
66, 67, 69. 9 on 1. It's a 100% roll, and your champion of the Birthday Bash Open, Jax Wild. A fantastic run through Europe Advanced. Makes it perfectly, smoothly with a 100% roll at the end. Congrats to all these players who battled through all these rounds all week to get to this point. And major congratulations to the Jax Wild. We called him the favorite from the start. He's been playing the best Risk in the world lately, if you ask most people. So
Yeah.
congrats to Jax, and we'll see if any of these guys want to talk a little post game.